Hi Aaron, my name is Asmus. I'm 14 years old and I'm from Denmark. I've been skateboarding for about 2 months now. I can do an ollie, a frontside 180 and a pop shabbat. But the trick I need help with is my heel flip. Every time I do it, the board just goes behind me. I don't know if it's me who jumps forwards or if it's just the board that flips behind me. So first I'm gonna show you the tricks I can already do, and then I'm gonna show you my heel flips attempts. Thanks for your support.
Awesome. So thanks a lot for sending your video. I really do appreciate it. Cool. So all of these tricks look good so far. Frontside 180. Could be a little more rotated. And straight into the heel flip. Yeah, like you said, your feet are just coming up in front of the board, and it's hard to say whether or not your board is going back or your feet are going forward. But by looking at that attempt right there in slow-mo, it looks more like your board is going back behind you. And the thing that you need to work on is how you pop the board in order to shove it more in front of you, which can be kind of a weird thing to do. Cool, so I actually had the very same problem that you're having with your heel flips, and oftentimes I do. As you can see, that last one I landed very much on my heels, and my toes were kind of off the edge there. You see that? So it was nearly the same. I almost missed the board there. And then some of these you'll see I'll land a lot more straight on the board, and a lot more solid. Like that one was definitely a lot better. Cool, so the thing that I found that helped me out the most was just practicing this motion of the flick over and over and over and over and over, which it looks like you do have pretty well. And then kind of counterbalancing the position of my front foot with my back foot on the tail. So you see how my back foot is kind of in that back pocket right there? And then as soon as I pop, my back foot pops the tail on the ground, then my front foot will come off, scoop the board, but it'll scoop the board more forward, so it shoves out more in front of me. And also, where you have your balance, your weight on the board is going to make a big difference as well. So if you're kind of leaning forward, so your head and your shoulders are more over your toes, and then you pop the board with that motion, your board is going to go behind you. And it's very important of like the angle of how you're standing to where your board is going to go, in front or behind you. That's super, super important. So what you want to do is you want to lean back and have your weight more over your heels. And in that way, you're more back on the board, back over that backside rail. And then as you pop the board and shove your front foot off the edge to accomplish the heel flip, the board will go out more in front of you. So you just have to balance it enough so it doesn't go out too far in front of you, but it goes just nicely right underneath you. So it'll just do a nice spin, and then you can catch the board and land it. Cool, so your flick is actually quite good on the heel flip. Your pop is good and your flick is good. You're super, super close. So just experiment with what I gave you here and leaning back and leaning forward. So just lean back a bit more, back into the back seat, more on your heels, and then that should help you to pop the board and send it out more in front of you, and then you'll be able to land it. Cool, so for any of you guys mastering the basics of skateboarding, get Skateboarding Made Simple. It will help you. It is an extremely detailed video. There's 4 different volumes, and each one of them is an hour long. Thanks a lot for your guys' help and support. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys are the best.